21, Tabitha McClellan. Number 11, Tony Nicole. Number 18, Jackie Denucci. Number 14, Captain Mary Jeanette. And number 20, Captain Aaron Barry. The head coach of the President, Mr. Tom Anderson, and assistant coach Christine Barrett. And now introducing the leaders of Northwood High School. Number 3, Kelly Fernandez. Number 4, Megan Gacy. Number 6, Alexis Miranda. Number 7, Jessica Palamo. Number 9, Katie Jellison. Number 10, Kim Hurst. Number 11, Allison Haddad. Number 12, Jennifer Nielsen. Number 14, Eddie Johnson. Number 16, Katie Teresa. Number 19, Angela Scott. Number 20, Caitlin Powers. Number 21, Jessica Warren. Number 1, co-captain Terry Steen. Number 5, co-captain Megan O'Donnell. The head coach of the Raiders, Mr. Randall, is assistant Pit Caldwell, Tara Sullivan. The officials for the evening matchup, Pete Myers and Denise Blakely.
Welcome, volleyball fans, to the North Quincy High Gym in tonight's battle between arch rivals North Quincy Red Raiders and the Quincy Presidents. I'm Roger Holman, along with Chris Prinderville. We're going to be bringing you all the play-by-play action. Nobody knows Quincy volleyball any better than Chris. Chris, give us your assessment of these teams.
Well, I think tonight's going to be a very interesting match, Roger, because both teams have some very, very strong players, and yet both teams have some less experienced younger kids on their squads. So it's going to be a matter of the younger kids stepping up to play with the big guys, and if both teams do that, then we could have a very, very interesting match. Tonight, for the first time in years, it's really a crapshoot. We don't know which team is going to win tonight.
Well, as we come into tonight, Quincy comes in with a record of 4 wins and 3 losses. North Quincy, 6 wins, 4 losses. And for the first time in years, one of these schools hasn't been a prohibitive favorite at a shot at the state championship. Looks like Barnstable is a prohibitive favorite this year, and if Quincy or North won, it would be pretty much of an upset.
It'd be a major upset. I think Barnstable's riding a 50-odd game winning streak right now, and nobody's been able to beat them in a few years. Drake came close earlier this season, went to 3 games in the match, but Barnstable prevailed. They have some really strong players. Lauren Knight, Merrill Lawson, and Carrie Bosworth are 3 of the premier players in the state, so they're going to be tough to beat, but Quincy and North will give them a run.
Well, I want to thank Mark Jellison for his help as director, producer, and cameraman. The starting lineups for Quincy will start with Mary Jeanette, Aaron Berry, Danielle Robertson, Liz Ashworth, and Jackie Niosi, and Tabitha McClellan. And Chris will give you the starting lineup here for North.
Okay, we have Katie Sweetser, we have Katie Jellison, we have Alexis Miranda, Megan O'Donnell, Jessica Lorman, and trying to get a read on the far right player who's a little bit blocked from our vision right now. No, number 12, who is Jennifer Nielsen, is the 6th starter for North. Coach Rendell giving Miss Nielsen a few extra pointers right before the game begins. She's a senior for the North Quincy Red Raiders. Quincy will be serving, and it will be Tabitha McClellan with the serve.
Okay, Chris, thank you. Our officials for tonight's game, Keith Myers from Quincy will be up top, and Denise Blakely will be on the floor. Wide away. Quincy draws first blood on the serve.
That was a high, deep pass. Katie Jellison had a little bit of a problem with that pass, but I have a feeling she's going to come back and try to hit one. Another ace serve.
McClellan, two in a row for Quincy. Another good serve. Bump is up. Jellison. Erin Berry's going to be the one to watch on the Quincy side, along with Mary Chenette. Good dig by North, but Nielsen couldn't get to it.
Yeah, right now Quincy has its strongest front row lineup. It's got Erin Berry and Mary Chenette, the senior leaders of the Quincy Presidents.
Another good serve by McClellan. Oh, a nice spot. Who dumped that in there?
Megan O'Donnell, who's a superior setter, just turned, saw the open hole on Quincy and just put it there on a second ball.
Jenny Nielsen serving. Lowman a little long. Jessica Lorman's serve was too long, or hit was too long. Side out back to Quincy. Jackie Niosi's serve is good. To Jellison, good block up there. Great block put up by Erin Berry. Another good block put up by Quincy's Jessica Lorman.
As I said, it's going to go back and forth. Barry got Jellison with the block, and then Lorman just got Quincy right back and put it back in Barry's face. So it's a side out for the Red Raiders, and Katie Sweetser with the serve and gets an ace.
Little miscommunication there, gets North Quincy on the board, 3-1. Quincy on top, game one here, best of three. Sweetser serve, good serve, tough serve. And a nice dig down there. Another good serve by Sweetser. Niosi hit in the middle. Erin Berry, and there was I didn't get the violation on the referee. Somebody step over the line?
Net foul on North.
Mary Chenette now serving. I'm going to call it carry. It was Niosi just couldn't get to the bump.
Right, should have released on that ball a little quicker so she could be a target and get to the ball. And then again, she's a freshman setter. That shows a little bit of inexperience right there, and she'll learn.
Katie Jellison now serving for North. Hard serve. Free ball for North. Bump is up. Pass to the right side. Miranda can't hit it. Side out goes to Quincy. They lead it 3-2. Substitution in. Colleen Nickel checks in. Free ball here. There's the bump. Niosi hits long.
And that was hit just long by Goldrick. And she's one of the outside hitters, and right now Angela Scott checks in for the North Quincy Red Raiders, and she's going to be playing middle. Jessica Lorman with the serve.
Good serve. Unable to handle the serve was Mary Chenette, and that'll tie the game up at 3 each. Both teams seem to be serving very well.
All right, serves are good by both of these teams. It's the passing that's a little off by both sides.
Nice get. Nice play by North. Miranda just dove to save that one. North hit it over, and I think Quincy was kind of counting that point. We're standing around.
Right, yeah, Quincy needed to be on the balls of their feet, and they looked at each other for 1 second too long.
Serve is good. Another point. North now on a 5-0 run here, and they take a 5-3 lead. Jessica Lorman serving. And it's long. Just, well, I guess I gave him the kiss of death.
You tend to do that, Roger, anyway.
We've been known to do that. Substitution in. Carrie Skane is checked into the game for North. Good serve. Danielle Robertson serving. Gains the point. Brings her team within one. Dive and another ace. We're tied at 5-5. Both teams pretty evenly matched.
I'd say very evenly. They've got some, like I said, premier hitters and some really good passing by both teams. So it's going to be a matter of who does pass serve the best tonight to get the ball to the setter.
IOC back set. Jellison with the hit. Nice kill. Katie Jellison from the back row. Side out back to North.
No question that Katie Jellison is North Quincy's premier hitter right now, and she's only a sophomore, so that bodes really well for North.
Megan O'Donnell back serving. Bump, Niosi. Hits in the middle. Good bump. Sets in the middle. Ooh.
That was Angela Scott, and she tried to hit the overpass, and she had the right idea, but she was a little too close to the net to get the reach.
Side out back to Quincy. Oh, standing around. Coach Henderson not too happy with that one. Side out goes back to North. Alexis Miranda will be back serving. I noticed some of them serve right underneath that basket. It doesn't seem to bother them.
Well, I mean, you don't really notice if you do your tosses correctly. You're going to have a toss that's only going to be about 2 to 3 feet over your head anyway, so most of the kids are not that tall.
The net or anything doesn't get in the way.
Never.
Okay. Kim Hirth checks into the game for North Quincy. And for Quincy, we've got Colleen Nickel checking out and Tabitha McClellan back in for the Presidents. McClellan serving. She's the one that got Quincy off to the start early. Nice hit in the middle there. Niosi just lobs it over. Into the middle. There's the set. Here's Jellison off the block. Niosi cross court. And nice spot. Oh, no, wait. It's still in play. Great effort by North Quincy. In the middle, big hit by Berry. Nice save. Great defense here by North. 2 big hits by Quincy. They haven't been able to put them away. And it all pays off. Is finally into the net is Mary Chenette. North Quincy with a great rally there on defense.
That was tremendous. It was a great pancake that started that, which is a flat hand that goes on the court and prevents the ball from hitting the wood floor, and it came up, it was in play, and then another diving save by Katie Sweetster that before it headed into the bleachers. That was tremendous defense. Coach Rendell must be very proud.
Jessica Lorman checks in, and Carrie Skane comes out. And Angela Scott with the service. Big hit by Berry. Nice save again by Scott. Jellison with the hit. Good bump. Niosi hits into the middle. Nice defense here by both squads. Pat, another good bump. Here comes the set in the middle. And it is good.
Nice ball, nice corner, right on the line. It was a great job by North Quincy.
And what would this be?
The line judge is supposed to call the line all the way down the side of the court, no matter what, whether it's 5 feet in or 5 feet out, they're supposed to make a call, and lines judge on this particular corner was sort of standing there and seeing it but not making the call with it.
Okay, I think they got it right anyways. Scott with the serve. Block, nice block put up by North again, and they lead it now by a score of 7-5, game 1. Angela Scott serve. And again, a little bit of confusion on that back line by the Presidents. Tom Henderson notes that he wants to take a timeout with North leading 8-5.
Yeah, right now, Coach Henderson has got to get his players to know their areas of responsibility. There's a lot of players pulled back to pass, and maybe too many right now for the skill level that they have. And they're just not talking to each other. They're looking at each other. They all want to play the ball at one point, and then they are backing off and being polite at another point. So they have to be a little more consistent and decide who's going to take the aggressive leadership out there. And that probably will come from Barry. She's back there, and she'll pass more of the balls. And so Coach Henderson has got to give those instructions. Coach Rendell is probably congratulating his team right now as far as the great defense. And again, telling them Quincy is not about to roll over, that this is a 3-point lead, and that means nothing in a Quincy North match.
Both teams have faced Barnstable this year?
I believe so, and I know that North Quincy's hasn't. I'm pretty sure both of them have lost because we're about the halfway point of the season, so everybody's played everybody once.
Did either team give Barnstable a run?
I don't believe so.
Okay, but we still got a half a year to improve. All right, the timeout's over. Quincy's come out. North will be serving, and it'll still be Angela Scott. Good serve. Niosi with the set. Looking for Barry, big hit off the block. Jellison, nice hit. Is it in? Yes, it is. Nice play by North. Bump, set, and kill. Puts North up 9-5.
Like I said, right now North Quincy is going to be very much carried offensively by Katie Jellison, who has a beautiful approach, great swing, and she can do it in front court and back court, and she's going to be the ones that the President has to really stop and key in on.
Scott's serve is good. Now you'll see with the set. Oh, big hit. Was it off the block? No. It was out all the way. North picks up another point, 10-5. Scott's serve is good. Barry, Niosi back to Barry. A little softer this time, and it pays off. Substitution here for Quincy. Donna D'Amata is in, and Danielle Robertson is out.
D'Amata is playing front right, and she'll be trying to block Jellison and try to shut down that offense that North Quincy is putting from the outside.
Quincy's serve is good. Niosi with the set. Good hit, good bump. Over to Jellison. She didn't quite get it over. And it'll be a point for Quincy. They stop North's run now and see if they can get one going of their own. 10-6 is the score. North is on top. Niosi serving. And what, it hit the ceiling?
Our referee called that it grazed the divider that's up there, which is a tough one because it's hard to see. So I gather that he saw the ball stop in motion, which would be an out call.
All right, ball goes back to North. That's Barry. Niosi back to Barry in the middle, off the block. Bump is up here. It's in the middle to Lorman. Oh, nice dig. Good save again by North. Set was out. Nice dig in there by North again. When they've taken a point from the Quincy pretty much had notched up, they've come back twice now to turn it around. Sweetser with the serve. Good serve. Just over the net. Back over, nobody's there. So kind of a mistake by North ends up into a point as they tried to set it up, but it just went over the net and ends up being a point. 12-6, North, timeout.
Timeout by Coach Henderson, is second in the match, so second in the game, so this is it for him in this game. But that was a transition error, big time. They overpassed it, thought they had time to get to their basic defensive positions, and were just too slow getting there and took their eyes off the ball, which allowed North's error to be capitalized on. I was very lucky. That doesn't tend to happen too often in this game, Roger. So we've got 12-6 with North Quincy leading, and Coach Henderson out of timeouts, and Coach Rendell has a couple left. And they're putting ice on Katie Jellison here on the bench on her neck, so she usually that would mean she's dizzy. Got her head down a little bit, and that could hurt them if she's injured at all. Hopefully she's okay.
Well, she got a big, beautiful smile for being dizzy. 12-6 is the score. We got a substitution here for North. Haddad is checked in, and Scott will be coming out. Scott get a nice job in there serving. Katie Sweetser back, waiting for the whistle. Oh, nice job by Quincy to keep that one alive. Oh, great spot. Is that Lorman? Great spot. North on top now by a score of 13-6. Liz Ashworth is checked in. And Karen Goldrick is out. Katie Sweetser serving. Another tough serve. Unable to handle it was Mary Chenette. And now North is just 1 point away from capturing game one. Chenette, Niosi, here's Barry, big hit. Nice up by North. Back set, just over the side, and I think it was out. No, they're saying it was in. We have a pretty good vantage point from here, but they've got a better vantage point. So North takes game one by a score of 15-6. Back to North Quincy High School. We're between games 1 and 2 here. North has taken game one by a score of 15-6. I'm Roger Holman and Chris Prinderville. We'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action the rest of this match. Quincy will be lined up to our right here for game 2 and North to our left. Quincy will have, check that, North will have the service to start game 2 out.
And again, as in the JV match, North Quincy has the edge right now just on experience. There's a lot of kids that play off season, Mass Juniors, Mass Pats, whereas only half of the Quincy squad did play off season. So there's an experience level difference right there. First serve comes out with an ace for North Quincy as they get on the board 1-0 here in game 2.
Quick start, Alexis Miranda is back serving for North. And service is out. And I think Quincy might have got a little lucky there. A little miscommunication, and by the time they got done looking at each other, it was over the end line. So Quincy will get it. Serve in. Niosi. Serve. Out. Chenette couldn't keep it in. It'll be back over to North. Jenny Nielsen with the serve. Bumped by Barry. Back to Barry. Great block. Barry again. Sweetser to Jellison. Went off Ashworth, and it'll be a point for North. There's a great block put up there in the middle. Was that Jellison?
That was Jessica Lorman in the middle at Ruth Barry.
Nielsen Now, as we watch Quincy here, they always seem to set Barry up in the middle. Obviously, she's powerful from there, but how come never the corners?
Right now, their right side is where the setter is and where the utility player is, and the utility player is usually one of the more inexperienced players. At this point, it's Danielle Robertson who's got the experience, but she hasn't got the height advantage. And Mary Jeanette has gotten a couple balls, but her back has been bothering her a lot lately, so I'm sure they're trying to give her a little bit of a rest in between.
Big hit, good, and a good bump by Quincy, but it just went too high. They couldn't control it. Another point to North. One of my question, though, is why they don't set Barry to one of the corners instead of always the middle.
They'd have to swing Barry around and move the other players, which is not the easiest maneuver to do. If the setter is in front court, they can run a backslide that I haven't seen yet, which would be to the right corner. But to pull across with the outside hitter, that's pretty advanced skill, and neither of these teams is ready for that.
And I've noticed on North, it seems Jellison hits off the line maybe 8 feet. Does she come up on the net too?
Oh yeah, she can do either one. It just happens to be much easier to hit around a block if you have a bit more of an angle, which is off net. Further off net you are, the more you can see the block, you can see the court, and get an easier kill.
Good point. Substitution in here for Quincy. Colleen Nickel is in. Barry with the serve. Nyosi. In the middle it comes to Jeanette. Jellison with the hit. Good save. In the middle again is Lorman. Jessica Lorman in the middle, taking up a lot of space. Ball comes right back to North. Game 2, 3-0. North is on top. Jellison serve. Very hard. Bump is up. Set. Good job by Colleen Nickel. It's off North, and it'll be side out to Quincy. Danielle Robertson back serving for the Presidents. Good serve. O'Donnell. Not a very strong hit. Back set. Nice dig. Is it up? Oh, great play by North. Down the right side. And Quincy now making a little rally here as they're on the board. Good service. O'Donnell just kind of tossed it over, trying to catch Quincy asleep. Hits into the middle was Colleen Nickel, but she did not get it over the net. Side out back to North. Substitution for the Raiders. Scott's in. And Jenny Nielsen is out. Dorman with the serve. Bump, pass in the middle. Good Barry, it's a little too far. Check that, that was Colleen Nickel.
Now, Colleen Nickel is new to the sport. This is her first year playing, and she's a great athlete. She's basically a basketball player, and she's trying to pick up the game of volleyball at the varsity level, which is a credit to her athletic ability.
Colleen a little trouble with that one as well, and North is taking a 5-1 lead. Lorman back serving for North. Side out will go to Quincy. We got another substitution. Skane is in for North, and Lorman's going to come out. She's done a great job up front. Nyosi with the set. Oh, Jeanette, nice dig by North. O'Donnell, free ball coming over. Nyosi back set. Right side. Nice job by North. They tally it. Side back out to them. We have a substitution. Liz Ashworth is in for the Presidents. Karen Goldrick will sit down. How are the JV squads for both of these teams?
North Quincy's JV was very, very, very strong in the earlier match and beat Quincy 2-zip.
How do they rank against the rest of the competition in the area?
I think North Quincy's JV could beat most of the varsities out here.
Violation on Quincy. North now leads 6-1. Coach Henderson asking for a clarification of that call, evidently, as he wants to sub in. That'll be Tabitha McClellan coming in. And she's replaced Colleen Nickel. Tom's upset about something.
Yeah, I didn't see what the call was that's making him this upset, but he can't talk to the official. It has to be the captain. So the captain was Mary Chanette on the floor, did already talk to Keith Myers and came back to Coach Henderson and now has to be the go-between. Coach Henderson still not happy, and again, I don't understand what the call was that made him this upset, but I can see a card coming out soon on him.
Keith wouldn't do that, would he? All right, Keith and Denise Blakely are going to talk things over here with a little break. 6-1, North Quincy's on top, and they lead this. They took the first game by a score of 15-6, and now the officials are talking things over. Keith went up the ladder with shaking his head yes and went back down shaking his head no. So maybe we don't have it settled yet. Wow, seems to be quite a discussion going on over there. Well, and Denise is going to come over and talk to Coach Henderson. And whatever, either they satisfied Tom or he started arguing about it. So nonetheless, we're going to get back to volleyball.
The biggest hassle you have on that is that he subbed and then he decided when whatever the call was that he didn't want to sub, so it was whether he was charged with that substitution because you're only allowed in 3 times.
All right, with the ace is Megan O'Donnell. Makes it 7-1, and so far tonight it's been all North Quincy. Another good serve by Megan. Coach Rendell barking out instructions to his team, who's playing quite well at this moment. Oh, nice. Not great dig in there by Nyosi. Back to Sweetser, I think that was. Yes. And North grabs another one. Tom Anderson's going to call a timeout with North totally in control by a score of 9-1. Timeout's over. Let's see what kind of an effect it had for the Presidents and what Coach Henderson had to say to him. O'Donnell back serving. Set by Nossi. Here it comes to Chanette. And we got in the net. North was in the net evidently, so it'll be side out to Quincy. And now we'll have our substitution as Tabitha McClellan checks in. So the timeout has some immediate dividends. Donald, nice back set. Off the net. Oh, nice try, but they couldn't get it over. Side back out to North. Alexis Miranda back serving for the Red Raiders. Nice dig by Jeanette. Nice save by Quincy. O'Donnell. Nice play. Nice hit from the back row. In the middle comes to Berry. Nice little lob.
That's what Quincy's got to do. They've hit the ball pretty hard tonight, and North Quincy's defense has just been outstanding, and they've dug those. So Erin has finally got it in there, and she understands that to beat this team, you're going to have to change it up, make the move, go short, go long, find the corners, and that's what Quincy's going to have to start doing with their offense if they hope to get any of these balls by the North Quincy phenomenal defense tonight.
Miranda's out. Hirth is in for the Red Raiders. And Niosi serving. O'Donnell with the set. Cross court to Jellison. Off the block it goes. Good up by McClellan. Free ball for North. O'Donnell. Back set. Nice dig. Another nice dig. Great play by Niosi on the floor. Erin Berry. Here comes back set. No. Off the block. Trying to set Jeanette. Went up with her left hand. Nice job avoiding the net. And that was a nice play by Angela Scott, who got it over the net and off a Quincy player. And now we get a little discussion here for Coach Myers and O'Donnell. I mean, referee Myers and Captain O'Donnell. 9-1. Oh, I guess the signs fell down and worried about somebody slipping on them if they're running for a ball. Okay, Scott's getting ready to serve as soon as the signs get put back up on the wall. Somehow I don't think they're going to stay. Well, actually two presidents went for the ball and went astray. Point 10-1, North on top and in command. Scott again, this time misses the serve. It'll be side out Quincy. Haddad's going to check in for the Red Raiders, and Scott comes out. Mary Jeanette back serving for Quincy. Goldrick is checked in, and Liz Ashworth sits down. Jeanette with a good serve. It's on the net. Nice play by O'Donnell. 4 hits, though. Good hustle, though, and that's what Coach Rendell's up applauding his team for. But Quincy's just doubled their score as they now have 2. Jeanette, another good serve. Bump, set by O'Donnell. Cross court to Jellison, off the block. And Niosi just couldn't get to the ball in time. Poor spot for the pass.
Right, the pass needs to stay at the right side of the net, otherwise Niosi has to really gangbusters across, and that's a tough play, and Goldrick should have had that bump over, though.
Another point for North, as that went off Jeanette. 11-2, North Quincy in command. Good serve by Sweetser. Free ball for the Red Raiders. O'Donnell gets the back set, and it is good. Nice play by Lorman. Nice little lob and caught the back corner, and they lead it 12-2. Sweetser again. Good strong serve. Bump up by McClellan. Free ball comes over to North. O'Donnell backs at the Lorman again. Good up by Quincy. In the middle it comes. Up off the block. Goldrick with the point. Side out Quincy. Nickel checks in. McClellan is out. Barry. O'Donnell back set. Jellison just free ball over. Comes into the middle, and that was Nickel. O'Donnell in the middle of Lorman. Nice job. Barry has it. ILC to the right side. Out. Outside the stick.
Yeah, if it hits the antenna or goes outside the antenna, that ball is out of bounds, and it did both.
Side out to Quincy. Aaron Barry. O'Donnell again trying to set up Jellison. It was a good hard hit. Couldn't handle it. Point goes, side out goes to North. Katie Jellison, tough serve, just wasn't quite high enough. Side right back out to the Presidents. Substitution in, Danielle Robertson is going to replace Karen, check that, Donna D'Amata. O'Donnell, back it comes, nice spot. Big hit, nice bump. O'Donnell cross court, it goes to Jellison, block is up. No, it never came over. Side out to Quincy.
Quincy's got to step it up right here. If they want to stay in this ball game, they're down 3-12, and Goldrick's got the serve. And they've got to take some points here. They've got to make a run if they have any hope of staying alive here. Otherwise, North Quincy will just close it up.
Service good, O'Donnell back set to Jellison, and it's too long. So Goldrick gets 1 point for him, 12-4. Karen will be back trying to make a run here for the Presidents. Next one is up, bump is up, it's on the net, tapped over by Jeanette. 12-5. What happened? Little discussion here with the lines person. I guess not making the signals that they need. Goldrick. O'Donnell. Cross court it goes. Jeanette. IOC back. The right side to Nickel. O'Donnell just tries to flip it over right there. There are the Presidents. Here's Jeanette off the block. O'Donnell puts it up. Sweetser. Niossi over the right side to Jeanette. Jeanette finds a free spot. And a little run here. 3-point run, 4-point run. 12-6 is the score. Presidents on a run. North Quincy in command.
Okay, Quincy right there did some nice ball passing. Danielle Robertson, beautiful passes to the setter. Niossi got the ball out to Jeanette.
O'Donnell back to Jellison, just flips it over. Here comes to Jeanette again. She just flips it back. Tapped by North. Nickel just taps it over. Now O'Donnell has control. Into the middle, DeLorman. Good bump by Barry. Nice save in there by Robertson, but they couldn't get it over. Got caught up in the rafters. And we side out to North, but Presidents need to play good defense here so they can get the ball back and see if they can continue this run. Good serve by O'Donnell. In the middle is Nickel. Block is up. 2 hits. Nice block in there by Scott. 13-6. North Quincy just 2 points away now. O'Donnell hits it long. Substitution, McClellan's going to check in. Nickel is out. McClellan serve, very good. O'Donnell over to the right side to Scott, on the left side. In the middle is Barry. Good block up there by Scott, but it is out. Presidents have cut the lead to 6. McClellan back serving. Another good serve. O'Donnell just bumps it over. Barry with a big hit. Nice setup by Niosi.
That's the Aaron Barry we're used to seeing, one that can jump and just take control of the net and place that ball anywhere. And it's 13-8, and Coach Rendell takes a timeout.
Getting a little nervous here as they kind of inch their way back in. He certainly doesn't want them getting any more momentum and let them know, hey, we only need 2 points right now. Let's get the job done and move on. Now, Coach Henderson is obviously this is the best the Presidents have played this evening. Is telling his team.
He should be telling his team that's what it's supposed to look like, because they have that capability, they have that potential, and yet they haven't been really capitalizing on it tonight. They've had some really sloppy passing, and they're capable of putting the ball where it needs to go and getting the ball to Barry and to Jeanette in particular for a good offense, and you just haven't seen that capitalized on as much as they're capable of. So hopefully the Quincy Presidents are putting their act together right now and can give us a little longer ball game, because this is exciting. We have a great crowd here tonight.
Chris, we talked about some of the other powerhouses in the women's volleyball, Barnstable being one. Who are some of the other strong teams this year?
Drake, like I said, is probably the only team that can really do some damage out there to them. But volleyball this year, believe it or not, is not one of the tops as far as strength. There are really no powerhouses other than those two.
McClellan, good serve. O'Donnell has it, cross court to Scott. And timeout pays off as North gets the ball right back. Miranda will check in. And Hirth will come out for the Red Raiders. Miranda's serve. Barry, big hit. O'Donnell up off the net. Nice play. Barry again. And Quincy gets it right back. 13-8 is the score. Back serving is Jackie Niosi.
Barry is looking at Providence College as her first choice. She'd like to be a state trooper, which would be a great addition. And this is the way she should be playing.
Well, unfortunately for the Presidents, Niosi's serve was way too long. Lorman checks in, Skane's out. Scott serve no good. North does Quincy a favor. We'll have substitution for the Presidents as Ashworth will check out. And Goldrick checks in. Mary Jeanette back serving for the Presidents. Good serve. O'Donnell cross, couldn't quite get it over, and it's going to be a point. So Quincy keeps inching their way back into this. It's 13-9. And Jeanette moves her spot on the back line and unable to handle the serve. Alexis Miranda makes it, the point makes it 13-10. Haddad's going to check in, and Scott's coming out. With each point, Quincy looks more and more like they believe. O'Donnell looking for Miranda. She hits it long. Mary Jeanette to serve again. She's a little further down the line, and she hits it into the net. Sweetser will be back to serve for North Quincy. The Red Raiders just can't put the Presidents away here in game 2. Sweetser's serve is good. Barry, Jeanette. Free ball for North. There's Jellison. Under the net. 4 hits, whatever you want to call. North picks up 14th point. And Sweetser will have the honors. Jeanette back to Barry. Free ball. Here's O'Donnell. Back set. Nobody's there. Lorman found them where they weren't standing, and North Quincy takes it 15-11. Well, in short order, Presidents came back, made a game of it, but North hangs on and prevails 2 straight.
And North Quincy played some super defense tonight, and that's what really won this game. North's defense was superior to Quincy's, and that's where it counts. And this should be a really interesting meeting when North Quincy travels down to Quincy Square and plays Quincy High in their home gym later this season. We'll hope you join us.
I want to thank everybody, Chris Prindiville, and I'm Roger Holman, and of course Mark Jellison for setting everything up and doing everything from soup to nuts. The final scores: Game 1, 15-6 North Quincy, and Game 2, 15-11 North Quincy, 2 games to none. Thank you very much for watching cable television.